Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Cut. 180. Check back 47. 65. 65. 65.
They run the counter. It's Brown. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
80.
This is Darrell Henderson, the rookie third-rounder. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, Henderson is a junior at Memphis last year, better than 1,900 yards, had 25 total touchdowns. They drafted him in the 3rd round in an effort to try to give Todd Gurley some support in a backup role. A carry here for the big tight end. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the 48-yard line.
We go tonight. Like 20.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Second down, it's Henderson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Past the 20. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Darrell Henderson with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Alvin Kamara made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash them there. They blasted. Giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brees. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 41-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Check, check, check.
Here's Brees to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, They're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that's knocked away and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Defense wins championships, baby.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Running right, here's Brown. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Hold on. Check.
61, matchbox lights.
On 2nd down, it's Brown. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
4 down.
Check three.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Breeze now to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And Kamara has it stripped.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker.
I'm coming after you. Hey, kill.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, New Orleans.
6-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Rams 6, Saints nothing.
Ready. Yellow lady. My boy. Switch up. Shoot.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Michael Brockers in on the stop.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. 13. 54. Hey, Alpha. Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Right there. 02. 54.
Now Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Breeze. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put them on the ground.
They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. On the return, Harris. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Breeze now. He's got a first down and then some at midfield, and finally brought down at the 43. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 43.
And the Saints first down.
This offense finding its legs. Throwing now is Breeze. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for 37 yards. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. That's complete right around the 8. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 3rd and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more. Escaping the touchdown, and the New Orleans Saints put 6 up on the board. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You've got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Out of the gun, Goff. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Goff now looks to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
You got tight right there. Kill, kill, kill. Showing that. Showing that. Watch the safety creep. Check nine. Check nine. Get it.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On second and 2, Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Breeze going to throw. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
24 is the mic. Ready? Go.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Looking for the end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Lutz puts this one through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the...
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. Breeze now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Easy. Check your heart rate. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Kill. Check 59, right? Hey, exit. 59, Mike to 59. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
2nd and 5 now. Breeze under pressure. pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Ashawn Robinson, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Breeze. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
We got this.
At their own 20-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd and 10, Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. You know, you wonder how the Rams' game plan in Super Bowl 53 might have been different with a healthy Cooper Kupp. He was injured on November 11th, torn ACL, out for the year. But he was on his way to a 1,000-yard season in his second NFL campaign. Had 566 yards in 8 games before the injury.
Like 20. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
47. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Goff. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 30. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Goff. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 14.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot, because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll run on first down. Brown. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Goff going to give this one to Henderson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
We go. 180.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
To throw is gone. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We'll give some credit to the defense. It's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Breeze. And Thomas has it. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 48 yards.
First down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the ground, Kamara. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Hey, 95-56, 95-56. Hey, easy. Motion. Big ass. Check.
Running with Kamara. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more on that one and another first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
To throw, it's Breeze. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. Jared Goff, 4 times last year, he led the Rams on a 4th quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here? Steps away. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. On 1st and 10, Goff. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 2nd down now, it's Henderson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on,
we're now 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Goff. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Tyler Higbee, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Goff now to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Over. 5-9.
Now Breeze gets this one to Hill and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Here we go. Stay at home. Stay at home. Stay at home. Alert flare. Alert flare.
Kamara. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Easy.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Check. Here, 21. Easy, opposite.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, but it'll be second and goal.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on third and goal.
Ready? Y'all waiting?
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it third and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. He finds his man Johnson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The kick by Lutz is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
At their own 26-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Switch.
Goff now to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. Finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. Back to throw. He gets it to Cooks. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play. From the red zone now, Goff. And he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. First and goal, a touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a two-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go. So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the two-point conversion.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. He'll look to throw. And he's going to get into the end zone. The two-point conversion successful, and we've got ourselves a tie football game. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Breeze now to throw. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
We go 21. 54. Mike 54. Check.
To throw is Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
1st down, Saints.
And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a 3rd would win it. And this one is right down the middle. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. Well, a little drama there at the end.